Well, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the biggest episode yet in the terms of how large this future war with Rome is going to be, but the consequences of it. As here, as 62 territories, we are a regional power, while Rome's got 104 territories, which is a major power. In a near future war with Rome, like if we win, it'll knock them down back to being a regional power. Well, we're not to be a major power yet. But one day we will. And as well as intervening in Massalia if they need it. And our possible entry into Greece and Illyria. We're trying to figure a way out to expand our influence there. Because, you know, the hegemon of Greece and most of Asia Minor and Syria is controlled by Phrygia, which is currently led by this man, which we cannot interact with him because he is too far away from our diplomats. Unless we become a major power, then we get to talking. Because I was hoping that we would be in contact just to befriend him, as a way of saying non-aggression pact. He's friends with himself, oddly enough, as Hermes. He sure loves himself. But enough about Phrygia. Let's talk about the relevant region of the central Mediterranean. We're starting to mobilize and drill the troops, getting ready of what could be the biggest war in the sense of the number of participants. Again, the treaty has not expired yet. It'll be next spring where I'm allowed to declare war against them. So, imagine it's Magna Graecia, Etruria, Lingonia, Cyrenaica, Sibusatia, and then you got Rome, their allies, and their little subjects. That's a lot of manpower, a lot of cohorts, and a lot of ships. Whereas our allies are too few in number, but the biggest contributor is this Lingonian tribe up there. Lepontic, they're Gallic tribes. And we want to include Massalia into our ragtag alliance against Rome. But unfortunately, they're a bit short on manpower. I want to help them out because they declared war. They want to expand into the territory. They'll accept this alliance, and of course that's too many relations for us, but I don't care. The Senate approves it, barely. Oh, no, it's all the way. I misread 61 as 81. Oh, no, 81 as 61. Anyways. So our monthly political influence will go down because we got too many allies and can't make any more unless it's necessary. And also I want to go back to Phrygia real quick because I noticed when I was looking at their loyalties, it's like, okay, who's not loyal? Samaria, it's too far from us. Knodos, that's that little island over there, which we do have contact with. And the subject transfer is possible, but not probable, because of my aggressive expansion. I don't think we'll be setting any influences any time. But the likely candidate in all of this would be Athens. Athens, a democratic republic. There are three mixed ideas. Not to mention considerably territory. Of course, that would be at the same time as whenever I try to make these guys, you know, get on our side, despite the fact that we broke an alliance with them and stole the vassal aggressive expansion, which there'll be more aggressive expansion once we go to war with Rome. But with the alliance with Massalia, there's a possibility they may call us into their war, which I'd be glad to help out. So, get to the port here. Stop drilling, even though you barely got time. Double time. You're going to a new front. If the Massalians are going to accept. We could have built a road. Well, next time, build a road from there to there. I'll remind myself next time, if we have a lot of money and time. Your morale will recover in due time. At first, well, they like us so damn much we can offer them feudatory status, but they have to be at peace first. So we have to help them out, which they are winning currently. So now we can see where the Massalian troops are. They're not participating and about to be in a civil war. Yeah, who's controlling who? That's a real question. Just in case. Get on board and just start moving to Massalia itself. Okay, we lack access, but they got a decent navy. If combined together with ours and all the other allies' navies, we could take on the Romans easily. Even though they have about as much ships as we do, but they're starting to pick up a number of cohorts, which we double that. It's possible we may call for more. Create more. Particularly for 8 Stratos for more heavy infantry. I don't know. We got enough of the cavalry of all kinds, including the elephants, which is going to be anti-Roman Legion. And this is what I consider as the elite army because of the heavy infantry and cavalry there. So keep training, boys. We'll be war if Rome soon enough. Is there a way we can try to join their war unless they call us, even though they're currently winning? I don't think so, but I can tell you this, is that that's to be at their behest. But just travel there anyway, just go back and go there and back again. So just travel, just in case. So we continue to mobilize and make a little bit more money. I keep saying mobilize, we keep drilling. Saving the omen for the morale of armies as soon as the big one begins. Oh yeah, the general of the First Army will have his second term, which means the military faction will stay in power for the next 10 years, even in the course of the war. Glass for you. There's these Carthaginian ships. Carthage has intervened in that little civil war there against our former ally that we helped them freed. Should the rebels win, then maybe we can have established more friendly relations. I hope. Finally, that old physician finally croaked. The Agatha family, isn't that the... They're not going to be around for long. That family line's going to be extinct very soon, so let them stay scorned. Let me find a better one. A more loyal one. Ooh, 70 or 19. Okay, not him. Because he's about to pass. And he's got a lot of money. Why don't you treat yourself? wait a minute. You're a Sandros. Yes, you're the man that helped me get elected. Ah, I remember you. You helped me with the election. I'll give you the position of physician. At least you'll have an office. But his health is on a downward spiral, so I cannot help him. He's on his way out, but at least he'll learn a bit of the medicine. Barbarians. That's against our ally. War score. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do not need our help. I guess they got it from here. At least I hope. Especially with these Gallic tribes fighting against one another. Head back. Excuse me. Head back to port. Yeah, I know it's outside of naval range. Do not worry. Looks like we may start that war sooner rather than later. Seems that Massalia's got this war in the bag as far as the score is concerned, but are they gaining any territory? Bits of that up north. And yes, viewers, I noticed it's spelled Massilia, but Massilia is a Latin name. I call it Massalia because that's the proper Greek name of the area. And I'm sure to you French viewers, it's best known to you as Marseille. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have lots of tyranny because of all the things that Asandros did. And that tyranny won't go away anytime soon, even during the course of that major war. But with the military faction in power, the armies will not rebel. And we still have no indication of where that Roman fleet is. Fix those ships. And go get yourself some food. Get back to your normal position. Back to positive stability. That'll do us good for commerce. At least for a bit. But of course, whole mobilization and maintenance and whatnot, it's going to make that money go down slowly but surely. But we'll probably make all that money through looting. And if we can defeat their navy, it'll be blockading. I need the fleet maintenance up to get ready for our first real naval combat of this series, I think. But let's do a little research. Who is their best generals and admirals that they have? Their admiral's an 8. Ours is a 10. He's stationed in Pompeii. That's where the fleet is. Pompeii. Over there, there's a port there. Son of a... how do we miss that? Pompeii's a little obscure port that overlooks... that's been overlooked by the Vesuvius volcano next to Neapolis. How do we miss that? Which, honestly, that's good. To me. Now they're generals. I say it's good because our fleet's in the Adriatic. They're on the other side. So an 8th Admiral, which he's a bit sick right now. He's got a lot of things going on. Nothing that benefits him in the military, but I guess he became a poet a little later. And he's not even a real Roman, he's an Etruscan. But he's too loyal. Behind revolt. He's about to die before the year is out, unfortunately. Now get back with characters. Who's their best general? Of course, you could tell if it's a general if he's wearing a uniform. Like this admiral. Their best general is a 7. Cautious. 1st Legion. His loyalty's up, but he'll get the army reinforcement and morale recovery fast, so that puts him in a good spot. Very loyal. He's the governor. Really, is the 1st Legion the only army? I mean, I'm sure once the war starts, they're going to start appointing more generals, especially some skilled ones, like this man. That man is to be watched out for. But he's too loyal to the country, and why on earth we would want to spend any more aggressive expansion than it needs to be. I think we're ready. So mind you, our fleet is in the Adriatic while they're on the other sea, so move it a bit. Just give a little head start. You're gonna be the army with the least amount of experience, which makes sense since you are the newest. Wait until the morale is full, so it's gonna be, I assume, next spring, or just before spring, the war will finally begin. Bipartisan support. Yes, we stole the election from you, but, says some issues tend to divide a house, and none more so than slave maltreatment. Whilst being debated in the Senate, Lucan Agothicid approached our Archon and offered support to a large portion of the populist faction. The cost of this support was left unspoken, but we should be aware how this might affect us in the future. Very well, their support is welcome. Good. We need bipartisan support for times like these. Yeah, that's when money starts to go down a little now. Not to mention we get a bit of tribute from Etruria, which they're very loyal. If we were to increase that tribute, that does very little. It's a small country, you know. Salia is still at war. And winning. They haven't taken casualties yet. Tarentum. Oh yeah, these guys. They could be reasoned with if we could just get rid of that damn aggressive expansion. But once they go down to a regional power, I think they matter little. Oh, they're building more ships. 2 could play that game. So boarding tactics is the way to go. So what's our approach, the way to do this? It's just, let's assume the main fleet is in Pompeii. You got a few months' time, so let's do one more scouting. Because I'm paranoid. Because I just want to make damn sure. Yeah, just do a little scouting, then come back to the main fleet. There's one. Oh, they're building more and more. Okay, okay, we get the idea. The main fleet is in Pompeii. Unless they have already sailed. And since it's likely they're going to go to meet the fleet, we may have to destroy them. Get them off from the ports before the other fleets deploy. Okay, this is the other fleet. 18 ships, not the 17. Those are pirates. Neutral. They got quite a bit more triremes. So. But we still have the best admiral of the entire fleet. Sandros was killed at a freak accident. He was a physician. Well, we expected his death. How are you feeling? He's alright. Intelligent and wise. That's what I want in a man. Wise and intelligent. Okay. I reunited. I know we're not drilling them because they're the ones that's going to be taking down this fort, while First Army, I think our task will be go straight towards that little vassal state and knock them out of the war. And the second strategy will take down this fort. Once these forts are taken down, then it'll be just free roaming in the air and towards Rome. But remember, the real objective, all of Magna Graecia, is to be liberated. Stalicum and Croton will be first to fall. I told you they're going to Pompeii. What's going on with Veneta? That's one of Rome's allies. They're going to be busy right now. And a possible civil war as well. Rome did not intervene in the Venetian matter, so they're mainly focused on building more ships. But they haven't really invested in much of cohorts. You're doing good. Well, I don't think there's any good time, better time than any, so how drilled are you? Going that way. Not to Pompeii. Maybe this way. Got it. Still lives in Pompeii. He's Admiral's 2nd Navy. Thought it was 1st Navy. Then who's running the 1st? I guess as soon as the war begins, they're going to start putting generals together. Which, matter of fact, I think it's smart of them to do that. When they're at peace, they should not have guys running the armies. Otherwise, that would be increase of lower cohorts. Which honestly, we should have done that in case of threat of civil war, but I believe that's just too late to be considered. We found our people. Military factions or anything. Who's running a faction? Religious. And this man's about to die. No, no, no. Barely. And it's not an old age. Who's going to be their next Archon? I should say that. Archon. Consul. So that should say likely to be the next consul. I mean, it says it on one part. I figured it should say on the others too. Co-consul. That's the man. Yeah, they have a governor in Magna Graecia. Well, there's the consul of Rome himself, but he is like, oh, you can read it. Likely the next co-consul, but who is going to be the next? Because if he's military, then we're screwed. Because one thing's for certain, that possible next consul isn't a military man. It's a safe bet. We're almost down at the end of the list. There he is. He's party leader. Populist. Friend of the Admiral of the Second Navy. So this is the man that is to run the country soon. Certainly not a military man by any stretch of the imagination. This is good. It's good to know the other republics, to check the other characters, to do a little more research before we begin the war. Yeah, that's good to know. Really good to know. Okay, it's going that way. I think I know the right time to start a war. It would be right this moment. Like, the fleet leaves, and then we'll attack the ship. That'll be the first course of action right there. It's an attempted, like, we have boarding tactics. We're going to try to surround this ship and capture it and bring it to us. That's a possibility. So, before we start, how are you all doing on health? This man is good. Our old friend and Olympian Archimedes. He's good and honest to himself. And I know the tyranny problem, but it'll go away in due time. Slowly but surely. And a man who is to run the country soon. During the course of the Roman War. He's not doing well. He has dementia. What the hell? We might lose this man. And if he dies, then the next candidate will be him. That he would finally get what he wants. That dementia problem's gonna cost him. And I'm surprised that man hasn't been assassinated yet. But his health is to improve in due time, and younger than him. Not only dementia, but also defeated in the pits. He was pit fighting because of his bravery. Brave and foolish. Brave, but foolish. His health isn't going to be in free fall, but this is a critical time. Like, if he's dead, then our next best one will be Archidamus, who's... He'll be a proper replacement once he dies. And then if we lose him, then... Well, not that man. It'll be him. And then Xenophon. Xenophon could be a good replacement for Archimedes. If he gets killed in this terrible war, which... It's been 30 minutes, no more delays. Almost everyone of the Senate approves. Well, the term everyone is loosely. And the military faction will get some more seats for declaring this great war. Yeah, great war. And they got plenty of money, so they may hire mercenaries or pirates. Or even for that matter. So, declaring war when having military access. We do? We do have military access? Well, son of a... That cancel, you dummy! Okay, we'll wait 1 more month then. Fair enough. No more delays. That gives them an excuse to attack us before I do. We got the armies, but they got the superior navy. And it seems that they keep gathering around there, so we got to go over there and defeat their smaller Adriatic navy. Rather than the one over at Tarentum navy. That stationed in Pompeii, which we somehow missed that. Even though we could have easily go over there and take these areas, but no, these forts got to be taken down first. These are the guys that are going to be in the bulk of the fighting. Well, this is backup with horse archers and whatnot. They have faster reinforcement than we do, but no more delays. The time is now. You're all coming. Etruria, Ligonia, Cyrenaica, Sibuzatia, and Massalia. It's this many. But do not expect Veneto to intervene. They're having their own problems. And the region, the target region, Campania. Because that's the northernmost area of Magna Graecia. Megale Hellas. It's time. This is the biggest gamble that I'm going to pull. This episode will determine the fate of these two countries. Will we have a glorious victory, or will this be a beginning of our downfall? And we're no longer importing salt from Veneto. Fair enough. One ship's going that way. Let all commands. Deploy the fleet. What can we import? Hey, you got any more elephants? Well, Carthage is willing to trade. Well, Archimedes' elephant is going to get more discipline now. And a bit more manpower. And we call upon Ares for even more morale of armies. Now, advance. Stop your training. You're good enough. Yes, we can walk over there, and we could easily take out their vassal army, so there'll be much less of a problem. And when we start seeing those Roman armies come, let them. We didn't give you a tactic, so... I'll give you this phalanx, this bottleneck. We don't know what the Roman tactics they have, compared to, you know, the good old Greek tactics. Let us go. Sieges begin. There's their navy. Level 1 fort. But we're gonna try to find and hunt down the Roman fleet and the Dalmatians as well. We assume they're at war with us too. Yes, they are. Okay. That's what it looks like exactly. Really? We have a Megapolary, man. Phylacteries. Who's that belong to? Cyrenaica, I assume. It's probably your fleet, isn't it? They got one. The majority of the ships are Roman. They got way more triumphs than we do, which I should have invested more in that. Yes, the Cyrenaican fleet has the biggest ships out there, and they're already transporting their men across. 5 archers, 1 heavy infantry, 5 light cavalry, 8 light infantry, and a supply train to go with them. They'll be coming here as reinforcements. Soon, these two will fall, and we'll finally liberate Croton, as we should have had a long time ago. Now, hunt down their fleet. There they are. They just deployed from Ancona. 1 each ship of its class. They got a very bad admiral. It's likely to win. Bring me 1 home, alright? They got low morale, so it should be easy to capture. And we got the wrong tactic, but it does not matter. Nope, we sunk them all. And captured their man. Was that it for the Adriatic fleet? We'll take out the Dalmatians next. Carthage is at war, but that's in North Africa. Don't have to worry about them. Alright, head to Ilaria. It's only a matter of time before we see the big Roman fleet out there. Istrian fleet is docked, scared of us. Let's review these tactics. Go for probing attack. Didn't we already have that? Or I wasn't paying attention? I was thinking of that or naval development. Then again, we don't know. Not at all familiar with naval combat too much. Uh-oh. I'm sure they're going to be on their way to try to take down this fort. Well, do not worry. The elephants will take them out. They got lots of cavalry. Plenty more to back up. Where are the Cyrenaican? You're not at war, are you? If anyone else? No, they're with us. Oh, don't tell me. Who's the disloyal? General of the First Stratus. They refuse to go. Come on, this is no time for disloyalties of infighting. You're gonna be the biggest contributor. They're probably gonna retake this territory before moving on to Apulia. This is 1st Legion, their best. In fact, that's where the majority of the cohorts are in. Istrian fleet's on the move. They're heading to this direction. They probably want to link up with the Roman fleet. If they do link up, then that'll be bad, so just check the Dalmatians. Just let them roam free. Unclear which side will win. They have a stronger army, but this is obviously their terrain. And they're force marching. I think we may have to get out of here and help them out. I mean, the horse archers can take care of the heavy infantry well, but... And I got a lot of mixed units. And our very best one is out there. Oh, do not forget about this. It's as good a time as any. And you may want to go find and take out the Istrian fleet before they unite with the Roman fleet. Slow down here. I think we may have to call off this siege, get out of here, and support Archimedes. Which we can easily link up with them, thanks to occupied territory, with the zone of control. He was a researcher. Military, need that. This is going to be the placement soon, but I'm going to give him this. They're force marching, so are we. Hopefully, the phalanx can defeat whatever that they're going to be bringing. Plus, you've got the elephants. And the camels. Well. Oh, gee. Well, just hold on to your dear life. We don't have any archers in this army, but when the archers are moved up to the front, they're going to be devastated. But well, first in line is going to be light infantry. And the elephants will go second in case the skirmishers, the cultists, fail against them. Do not worry about these guys. I will be on the lookout for the Istrian fleet. Battle's about to begin. Okay, hang on. Fleet's turning around. Reinforcements on the way. They'll be here in a couple of weeks, so just hold the line, men. Phalanx, bottleneck. Okay, we have more discipline and obviously higher morale. So they say it's unclear which battle would win. Phalanx, Legionnaire, never thought I'd be able to see that, huh? Again. Dice roll slightly higher than ours. Hell, it's close. Even if we didn't have reinforcements, this would be a close fight. Reinforcements are en route. We're here. We're taking less casualties now. There's the other one. Enemy reinforcements are coming. Movement locked. The last of them have been driven out. These are supply trains. Man, what a struggle. Lost a few elephants. Made a difference. Those elephants are a difference maker. Did not lose any horse archers, nor heavy infantry. Neither is the archers, because we came in as reinforcements. Cavalry, camels, they took a bulk of that. Despite a disadvantage. He was their best, I assume. Is that so? You sure there's no one else that they employ their generals better than he? No. Then who's he? Marcia. 7. We know what the result's going to be. Phalanx defeats shock infantry, and here comes more. One moment. Northern front's going to be a mess. If we lose our tribal ally, then everything's going to go to hell for us. This is meant to stall them. This is just tribal fighting right now. Uncivilized wars against uncivilized warriors. Whereas the real conventional warfare is down here. Cyrenaica, not coming. They're too worried about civil war. Because your damn general is an incompetent... Well, he's a pretender. That's worse. And he's got a lot of support behind that. He wants to be Basileus. Feels like we're out alone in this, but maybe. Sabutsia's on their way. Konea's got their ships, but no sign of their armies. Because they still have their war ongoing. Sadly, obviously. You're winning, still, barely. Check again. Back to the front. We take very little casualties while they're taking more. Very little elephant casualties, but light infantry taking a beating. I mean, after all, this is their territory. They took down their fort. We were besieging that area, but now they took it down. Perhaps cost-cutting measures. Despite the fact they have a lot of money. I'm sure they're probably going to look to get mercenaries. Okay, so once we get this fort down, then it's a free gateway to Rome and all the other territories that is belonged to Magna Graecia in Apulia and Campania. We already occupy those two, thanks to the fortress that we placed there long ago. And after this war, we'll take this down. It served its purpose. Probably put one in Croton because we need a... This is a soft underbelly. Yeah, just a little relocation will do. Down the Venetian fleet, but they're heading to the front of them. Occupied by the net. Well, unoccupied. Oh, perfect. Hopefully they can unoccupy this territory, then once it's back under friendly control, Venice will be forced out of that port, and we shall fight the fleet of theirs. So they'll have no naval support for the main Roman fleet wherever they are. Guess you have to go on the other side. Just hold your ground, Archimedes. Tell you what. We're going to give you some archers since we have some manpower to spare. Which, mind you, there's a need for 8,000 men. 548 will reach the armies this month. These two. Romans are going to be spending their manpower. They need 8,000, about 2,000 of them will reach their army, so they'll reinforce a lot faster. We once said that they are an army of the infinite. We'll see about that. And plus, we need to get out of this area because of, you know, supply limit. Oh, don't do that. Little more money for the war effort. In case if we need mercenaries, which seems like a likely story. No. If I lose that one. No matter. This is our ally. Not good. Look! That's the second fleet, not the first fleet. They're moving this way. It seems they have the same idea for that design that we have in our fleet in mind. Matter of fact, that's the fleet. That's the main fleet. It's good to know they're on the other side. Well, we will blockade the occupied ports and whatnot just to try to get a bit of money. Stop force marching. Let your morale recover. Oh, they're coming. Disciplined. Or not. Well, this place will soon fall. And Archimedes, the archers will be coming to support your army. Since you took a lot of bad casualties, because we didn't realize that they sent their best heavy infantry your way. Don't know why you're going that way, but it's alright. Siege is won. Let's take him out. We will win this one. Makes me want to get the fleet, pick up these guys to head to the northern front for a brief time just to defeat their fleet. Plus, they got a way better admiral than ours, but we have more ships. Unless Veneto surrenders to... well, that may happen. They could be knocked out of the war. Even though that's only for the northern front. Here in the Magna Graecian front, well, things are about to get messy. Again. And they're really spending their manpower now. They probably realize what's going on that side of the Mediterranean. The main fleet, I assume, is probably going to be heading for the Adriatic. Just making sure where the hell y'all going. Movement blocked. They're force marching. Of course they would. We'll soon get that fort down as well. Stay here for a bit, replenish your supplies. Up you go. This one position stubbornly held out. New target. These are two fleets. They got all the Librarians and triremes, but no, you know. Stay where you are. Oh, damn it, come back here. After you take this little piece of business down, I want you to occupy this city. There's no fort, but we'll kick the enemy fleet out and we'll try to sink and capture some of these ships. And bring these ships back to friendly port for repairs. And then they'll be ready for action again. Zone of influence is already doing its job. Why are you going to the other side? Ah. That area. We have to take down this fort if we were to advance this way. We can't go that way unless that fort gets taken down. But we're not far from here, so we may assist you on that. Just give it a moment. That means the Venetian fleet can go free. Our tribal ally is winning. They may look like they've been occupied by us, but no, they're not out. Down but not out. Yeah, our enthusiasm in the war is very high, including the Romans, which they're not really fazed by it. Of course, they have a reputation where even if they lose the battle, they're going to be more tenacious than ever. Just want to occupy the hills, so we'll have the advantage in the terrain. It's all plains from there. Just get your food, and then go get this fort. We don't want to start occupying cities. Let's not get greedy here. Speaking of greed. Well, actually, no, cannot spare the man. This is a bad investment. Plus, they got a better general than this one. We know what they're up to. So, level 1 fort, so it's just a speed bump. We'll support you, Archimedes. They probably want this area. There's the Etrurian fleet. Oh, hell. It's a lot of them. I think we may have to call them back here. Abandon this position. They're gonna throw everything that they got over here. Despite the morale that's lowered. get back. If you could try to retake this area, we'll destroy the fleet for you. No sign of the main Roman fleet unless we've lost contact with them. And Cyrenaica, unfortunately, not coming. Despite the fact they would have been a difference maker. All their combined forces are coming. Keep calm, men. We'll be coming soon enough. We'll be bringing our best army to bear. Since they're going the other way, maybe we'll take these guys out. They got their back turned. This way. Get them while their morale is still down. And we'll be having a friendly reinforcements coming. May not look like much, but every little help is appreciated. $11 and 11, despite the fact that our old general is dying of dementia. But he's going to hire himself a private army. If he can manage it, then that's good for the numbers. But all the loyalty will die with him. I know of his successor. Scientific breakthrough. Corrupt researcher for 10 years. But 85 towards martial advances. We see. Gains 85%. Get that. Now we're at martial level 6. So that's up on more morale and navies, but it ups on the maintenance on both. Since we were able to get some money. Get siege towers, more siege ability. This thing needs to go down. Damn it, Archimedes. You're supposed to be the siege man of this job. And take less hostile attrition, since we're in for a long one. That's it. They finally fell. Now they got the better tactic, but doesn't matter. Keep your eye on that Roman Legion now. They've thrown everything they got into this one. You're the best general there is. You can take them out easily. He's coming for Archimedes. But we have the hills. They don't have the highest of high morale, nor their best general. I wish you're a candidate to be Archon, and you're not there. But I guess we'll let him have the party. But making myself a dictator wouldn't do any good because the tyranny's already high as it is. Plus, I'm a cancerous man. There's no need for a dictator right now. What? To get approval, you gotta have 60. So there is a way, but dictatorship would still be high, so it wouldn't matter. Just focus on the war. If the populist faction party leader wants to run the country, let him. We wanted the military faction to run so we can, bait Rome at an opportune moment. And they're about to take a lot of casualties. Once the movement's locked, move in for archer support. Stay there for backup. They rethink. Hills. Don't let them have the hills. We'll have the terrain advantage. We can just keep them away from there. Oh, we could still catch him. Go then! Get him! Follow us. To Tarentum. We got him. Even then, it's the same. Phalanx or Archimedes, bottleneck or Status. Look at that. They're badly outnumbered. Now this one may be the largest battle of this war. As we will look real quick. Continue to occupy the countryside. Remember your main objective. We hope these Megonians better retake this area so we can take out their fleet. But where is the main Roman fleet? They're probably going to be heading up to the Adriatic pretty soon. And look for us up here. Anyways, here, Salerno. We got discipline, we got the morale, we got elephants, we got camels. We killed a lot of them. Here to Pompeii. Here to the plane. Yeah, we're seriously going to drain up manpower while we'll still be relatively quite fresh. Stop force marching. You need the morale to be up. Now to Beneventum. It's also hills. This is a very hilly country. As long as we control the hills, we control the destiny of the land battles. And we'll probably help out with Etruria there. Soon they're going to be taking out those guys wherever they are. All of Veneto will soon be occupied. They're probably going to trade away this land to these tribes. And Veneto will be out of the war. Them as an existence in this war too. Again, it's a long way to Rome. Murdered. Been informed that Cabareus was found brutally murdered in his home last night. Investigators reported that a wicked pike was used in a crime, a device known to be feared by Tarentum. However, we have no hard evidence to link him to the crime. Let's all know that we consider him guilty. Just keep my popularity. When is election day coming? 1st July in 2 years. He's not going to be Archon because of his dementia. We can't do anything unless a miracle were to occur. Well, we know who's going to be his replacement. He's still a good general, even with dementia. Again, it's going to be that man. So just give it to him. Xenophon may be the replacement for Archimedes in the original thinker part, whenever Archimedes passes. Pinola to Neapolis. Whoa there! We may win, but they got cavalry, we got horse archers, we got heavy infantry. Would you mind supporting them? This is hills. Roman hills, not Magna Graecian hills. Support them so we'll take less casualties. Never mind then. As you were. Should we support them? It's going to take a long time for them. Cannot read their food supply, you know. Our food capacity is still good. Whereas you've been out longer because of the siege. Soon we'll get to Capua. And then Venafrum. Then that's it. Magna Graecia is finally ours. Venice has surrendered its land. Just reoccupy this damn area and then we'll save your navy. You gotta do something with that stability. The only way to save your country is to get that stability up. Start bribing people or something. Sacrifice the gods if you have to. Very, very anxious. Right. Still got a few more territories to go. Work your way up here. At least we get them in a narrow area now. So this is where the road to Rome begins. It's not cool. Help the Etruscans. Six. They got 10,000 less, but they're going to be using up more manpower. Which means, well, they could still keep on going, and so can we. And this war has only been going on for about a year now. And a lot has changed in a year. Forward, Archimedes. Do not advance into Latium until we have this fort down. And if that fleet is still there, the Adriatic fleet, not the Roman Adriatic fleet, but the Dalmatian fleet, we'll have to take care of that instead of the Venetian one. This fort's taken down. Now, move on to this area. Perhaps we can get them to our side. Since they do not live in Magna Graecian territory, that is rightfully ours. This will change with the zone of influence to be ours. Do you wish to come in on our side? Well, we're at war, obviously. Plus, they're a democratic republic. How civilized. But they'll be back soon. Populist factions are now running things. And they got a terrible martial skilled guy, which means reinforcement rate will be lower than usual. And the manpower, max manpower. Alright, head to this area. We'll cover the pass here. They can only go either way. So just cover your bases. Stay there and get some food. Do not advance into Latium yet. Stay here and be reinforced. Yeah, the Adriatic fleet's still there. Dalmatian Istrian troops moving. What are you doing? Get back to your territory! Or at least help out their siege. I mean, if you take that fort down, the zone of control will switch back and they'll get kicked out of there. I don't want to send my men over there on that pointless expedition just to get these guys. I believe their fleet down there is more important. But if the Roman fleet itself is sighted, then we'll hunker down to Buca. And their navy is still active. They're out there. I'm sure the Dalmatians and Istrians are probably going to reinforce the Romans to try to create a counteroffensive against us. What's his power base? 31? It's 32. Again, that's going to make him a disloyal character, but I'll bribe him. I got plenty of money. Shut up! Well, we didn't need to do that. He was plotting quietly. Think before you make your decisions next time. So yes, all of Magna Graecia is occupied. Which means if we wish to... Oh no, not this. Apulia, Calabria, Campania, Lucania. Well, we're gonna have to... I mean, this would be the total reunification of Magna Graecia right then and there, but... we gotta keep this war going. They still got a lot of manpower. And so do we. But we are coming off better. It appears this gamble has paid off. Don't worry, they'll soon be connected with us. Oh, 50,000! Mostly Romans. They're all coming down here. But it is very likely that we'll win. But, don't you know how many are there? Now it's realistic. Well, get your running sandals on. There's going to be a huge battle coming. This one is going to be the biggest battle. But should we really abandon the Etruscans to give it to this siege? We can meet up with them. Okay, good to know. When the movement's locked, start marching. Because during the course of the battle, we know. Oh, I really want to get rid of this fleet so we'll have the domination of the sea. But it is unlikely since the Roman fleet is still active somewhere. And we don't know where they're located. They're not blockading. Yes, it's unclear which side will win because look at how many they're bringing. 15 archers, 5 chariots, 2 heavy cavalry, 7 heavy infantry, 7 light cavalry, 5 light infantry. Wait a minute, did I misread that? That could be him. Sorry, just get a bit excited. For the biggest battle here in Capua, which is farmland, this is flat ground. No terrain disadvantage here. Well, you better save that man's ass, Archimedes, and I'll be sure to hold a triumph for you. So you can have so much popularity that maybe one day you'll be Archon. Don't care if you're from the religious faction, as long as it keeps that man away. But the real question is, who's going to be running this? This is probably going to be the last major battle for him. If they're really going to go for it. So wait for the movement to be locked, then start running. Go! There we go. Okay, I don't think it's your time. But if it gets really bad, then as a result, I mean, let's say if we get a bad tactic and they picked a good one, then start moving. But if the morale and discipline fail, start marching at the first few days of the battle. September 1st. They struck first. Sorry to tell you. They're going to be here on the 2nd. Okay, 3 days later. Taking casualties. We got the phalanx in. Thanks to Archimedes. God, look at how many of them are there. Few more. The phalanx held. They brought more reinforcements, but hold the line. There's the supply trains. Oh my goodness. That's unacceptable casualties on our part. We killed more of them, but we took it badly too. Again, this is their armies of Canomania. That's how much they lost. The Italics of Fratania. They have only brought archers. Marcia only brought archers, that's how much they lost. The biggest contributor for the Romans. They lost a lot, especially heavy infantry, thanks to the archers of Archimedes, one would think, and others that supported it. We lost way more archers than it needs to be. But we didn't lose too many elephants, which they're the difference maker. And I have a lot of experience, so they know what this warfare is like. I think you should switch to phalanx. It appears this is the ideal tactic. But yours has worked out. It's too bad he never got to see the biggest battle, but I'm sure as he's dying to mention once he hears this news, I'm sure he'll be overjoyed. But a little sad that he missed out the biggest battle that Magna Graecia has ever seen. Now, just stay there, get your food, get your morale up. Well, looks like he's still gonna get a shot of glory. Your last battle's coming up. I guess they'll get on. We will miss you soon. The Etruscans will assist us. Took a bad tactic. Okay, phalanx is the preferred tactic when fighting against the Romans. But all of our casualties were archers. But do not forget about the... Okay, when facing skirmishing, skirmishing cannot defeat the phalanx, it's just evenly matched. Seems that's what they've been doing a lot of. Get your morale up. Once this fort falls, force march your way up to here, then we'll finally defeat the combined fleet of the Adriatic. Oh yeah. Go. Move, now. I'm sure we'll be taking care of Marcia soon. Unless you're going that way, then fine by me. Do not march Latium. This is where you hold them. Because that's where it ends. That area must not fall. But we may have to transfer. Like, put the weakest army up in this front and move the strongest down here. While the Navy is still, you know, they're ready and waiting. They've been waiting for this. Even though one would think he would prefer to lead an army on land, but no, we chose for him to be at sea. You're on your way down there. Still no favorable peace terms yet if you wish to end it, but I would love to go to Latium. You know, just to loot this place. But mind you, they're still strong. They still got a lot of manpower, while quite fresh. Alright. Your turn is coming. You're finally gonna get your fill. They got a better admiral. Alright, we got him out of there. We're likely to win in this sea battle. Alright, transfer. Going over there. Well, go occupy this area. Archimedes, stay in your position. Just hold the hills in case they attack you. There we go. Bad one. We may lose a ship or two for this. Ah! The general is dead. He was accidentally impaled on a battering ram. Although it was part of his dementia. We will miss you. Hold on. Salute to the homeland. Salute you. All his loyalties died with him. Lacedaemon, you're in charge now. The archers and light infantry discipline are up, but not the horse archers. You're going to be a suited successor. Actually, slow down a bit. You go this way. Meanwhile, I think we captured a ship. What counters probing attack? Look that one up next time. We did not lose any ships. At least your navy contributed. They lost 13. Look at that. We captured 3 Librians. We captured 3 triremes. 10 triremes. Excellent! If we can get them fixed, we can definitely counter the Roman fleet. That's 84 ships total. But they're badly beaten. What counters probing? Harassment. Chase them down. We're learning a lot about naval warfare. There's the Venetian fleet. That's what's causing them blocking it. They're carrying no armies in there. Need to get their morale up. And the food too. That's from the attrition of this area. And this no better because there's simply just a bit too many cohorts. Actually, move here. Go up here. Stay where you are. Not to mention these damn Etruscans following us. Quickly, capture them. They chose to close ranks in Dalmatian Emerald. We captured 2 more Liburnians, and we captured 6 triremes. And we sunk the rest of them. And we got the Dalmatian Emerald. Dalmatian. You're a damn good Emerald. Why can't we recruit you? And you'll sell a lot for slavery, but we're not that desperate for money yet. And we captured him too. Nice. That's 92. Oh, and get this one ship. That is a Liburnian. Okay, well after this, head back to port. Fix them. Fix those ships that we captured. We can definitely match the Roman fleet now. No more blockading. We're gonna, as soon as they're all fixed and ready for sail, search and destroy. Yep, we captured it. We got him on board. And we got this man too. You guys could make good pirates. Oh, wait a minute. We ran into an Istrian fleet. And they got troops inside of this, navy. If we can take care of their whole fleet, they'll lose their army. We're losing ships, and fast. Because, you know, these are all old, broken down ships. Now we brought in a fresh ones. Okay, we've lost that one. We've lost all of the ships! We got greedy. We didn't realize how many were out there. Okay, get back to port. Okay, never mind then. Just, get them fixed. But at least it'll help with the balance a bit. Alright. Just need to knock those guys down as well. Oh, there's that dreaded Roman fleet we were worried about. They're coming now. We can't take them on now. We did not know that the Istrians were there. Oh, hell. Canomania, Marcian. But, remember, phalanx. This could help us. They've got a slightly better general than ours. But this man is steadfast. The heavy infantry will try to hold them. Even though this is their terrain. Morale's all the way up and let them get the food. They've been sieging for a long time. Get your running sandals on in case if it doesn't go our way, but they got bad morales. It should work out. And hopefully the first Roman Legion, the first Legion is not following them. Yes, the war exhaustion is up because we're taking a lot of casualties, and so are they. We've completed our objectives, now all we need is to keep them back. Ah, hell. Move, move, move. They turned back. Second Legion's moving in. All 26,000 of them. Thought we were done with those bastards. Roman fleet's still on the move towards the Adriatic. Focus on here. And we might lose. You don't typically see that. But come on, Archimedes. Get your elephants. Bringing more and more. Only one decided to turn back. Well, them and the 7th Legion. Who is that man? No, it's not him. Our best general. From Tarentum. He's aggressive. Cavalry's fun. And army morale, cavalry speed. He's an old man, you know. May want to get moving here. They really? They say we may really lose? Not if Archimedes has something to say about it. When we bring the elephants up the hills. Get moving too. I'm very, very worried. Now it's unclear which side would win. It's about to begin. We're still outnumbered. But the phalanx shall hold. We got him. But, Legion's about to come in. Beneto's coming in 3 days. The Legion's coming. That's the first Legion. The Legate on of theirs. Come on, Archimedes. Get to here. Oh, now they're coming. More. Son of a... With that kind of morale, they won't make it. Now it's the baggage train that we're getting. Wait for that other movement to be locked. Okay, now it is. Stop him! One more left. Okay. Now we can see what's going on here. We've captured their best general. Good. Well, meanwhile, the Romans lost a lot. The nation, not so much. But we took way more casualties. Damn it! Just unacceptable casualties, in my opinion. This is why we got it. I don't think we'll be going to Latium. I mean, once we take down this fort, and once this fort goes down, then we can go on a rampage on this countryside, except for Rome itself. And where's the Roman fleet? We know our ships are fixed, but where's their fleet? They're not quite all fixed yet. Still given time for repairs. We've learned our lesson in naval combat. Here we go again. That was their supply train, now here's their army. Overwhelm the bastards. Still took more casualties. I mean, it's Lord Morale. Here comes another Roman legion. Stand your ground. The Turians are with us. We can end this war right now if we wish to. Because simply too many people died, damn it. A prisoner of ours died. That was the admiral. They haven't changed their mind, so their mistake. bad tactic. Triplexing. That is a Roman tactic. Oh dear. They found a way to counter the phalanx. But we have the large numbers anyhow. And we got him captured. Now split up. You go here. Now stop force marching. Need the morale to go up. Hope they link up with us. That would be good. If the Istrian fleet heads to the Adriatic, go out and sink them. That's revenge. At least now we make money more because since we lost all the good ships. They're in retreat. Had Cyrenaica was with us, then we wouldn't take such severe casualties. As I said, they would have been a difference maker. But at least the northern front has calmed down a little. And I hope the Lugonians, if that is what their nationality is called, will take care of that. Supplies 28, 25. Okay, that's too much. Get off that now. Actually, it's much better up here. Either way. Oh, jeez, we cannot fully reinforce all of them. Here they are. Look at how many of them are there stationed at Rome. Yeah, I knew we are not going to Latium. But they will lose a couple of good cities. So just one more fort, then that's it. Call off the war. Just say that the victory is ours. Fortunately, and I know what I'm going to go for. Proud shipwrights. Less shipbuilding cost, and we'll get a new class of ship up to continue rebuilding our new fleet once this war is over. That's what I'm definitely going to invest my money on. We'll just get this fort down, then sign the peace deal. That's enough. We know where they're going. The Roman fleet's in the Adriatic. There it is. Well, we can all go home now. All of us. Let's go. Begin your march back to Magna Graecia proper. Well, meanwhile, get off of that port. I don't care if the whole fleet isn't fixed or whatnot. Go sink the Istrian fleet. Want revenge. We know where they are. I hope. They'll take care of that business. Ah, they're gonna get away from us. Knowing that if we try to chase them down, we'll never catch them. Never mind. Let's just call it off right now, before any more people get hurt. And plus, thinking, gotta make, these guys, that old friend of theirs. What is this country called? Britannia. Used to be a tributary state. Maybe. Just maybe we'll think about it. Hang on. Actually, let's wait one more month. Because I noticed in the regions that we could possibly control this province in Italia rather than make a tributary out of them. Because why on earth we want to pay tribute to these guys, which one day we ought to absorb them. Can't use them as a client state, so there's one province left, so just wait a moment. Well, meanwhile, just continue on your march home. Just hang on. We're in the process. There we go. Okay. We don't have enough manpower to fill everybody. That's the reason why we're calling off this war. Whereas they don't have enough either. We would just be slugging out like two exhausted boxers if we keep it up like that. Not to mention the war exhaustion could get worse and worse. And we don't need to increase any more tyranny. And the aggressive expense is about to go way up again. Especially that we're occupying areas that are not Greek. These are all Romans, with a few Italic tribes still left. They ain't gonna be happy with us. Tarentum. Nazi and Roman. No, they won't take it. That's just not it. Well, they do cost big. But they will only accept as far as Britannia. I don't know. So what trade goods do they have in this region? I know it ain't much, and we could have had more. Greedy bastards. And adding one more piece of territory. And, what is this? Oh, this we picked? That's a no. Oh, hang on. We reset everything. Try that again. Puglia, Calabria, Campania, Lucania. These are all Magna Graecian areas that we've wanted. But there's another thing I could add. I mean, making them a tributary state has a way of getting money off of them. Seems alright. I mean, if they're ever attacked by the Romans, we would intervene. But we may one day will turn them into a client state and get them absorbed to us. So I don't think it's that bad of an idea. Marcia will probably get off that easy. We'll get away with it. But mind you, when you take up another client state, that's another for too many relations. So it's better if it's a tributary. I hadn't even thought about releasing a nation, but they all cost too much for them. And where? Slovenian? Can liberate this region. You know where Kona is. Yeah, tell them to release nations, which just to make Rome a bit smaller. It's like partitioning them. Look at the regions. not a valid treaty, but it says otherwise. Again, we could have won one more major battle, but those tribal fools just cost us a bit of... Can liberate this area. Where is... I mean, I recall it may have been up there in the north. Too much. Okay, let's try this. Want them to release a bit of that, but... I mean, theirs was a tribal. I remember. Again, you can only take one subject. And you can release one. Just hang on. I mean, I'll take a tributary. But if we were to liberate one region... Let's say Ancona. Too much. Look at the cost. I cannot take any more. Otherwise they will never accept it. I take it, Britannia as a whole is a bit too much for it. But I think we got it. This is the longest episode ever, but I think we can agree with this. That changes. Magna Graecia will fully be reunited. So let's end the episode with that note. They'll get away with their little subjects and whatnot, but we'll fight again. One day. So that's the terms. And this is the liberated territory. So made peace with both. Happy that we liberated them. But hold on. Return home, all of you. Not to mention, we give these provinces Greek names now. And these people pay tribute to us now, since they got a lot of money. Okay, we'll end the episode with this little mission line that we want to do long ago. Into Magna Graecia. Lucania is ours. Consolidate Lucania. 90% loyalty, so that's more stability. Control Calabria. So, slaves in local surplus reduced. Migration attraction to the area. Population assimilation in Constantinople. Italiotian freemen will appear in the Sana. Acquire Siculia, which we did. So that adds up to our political influence. We've made gains, so we know this area is mainly Latin. Up to 15 Popsipios are similar to Italiotian culture, and we gain a claim on every territory in Campania, which we do. We annexed Campania. It makes me more popular. And triumph in Magna Graecia. Mission accomplished. That's it. That's the episode. Magna Graecia has gotten greater. It has never been better. Now we have to look towards to the future for our, hopefully in this, for the future of Imperator Rome. Because I'm not saying this will be the last episode. I mean, it may or probably is, because that's a hell of a way to end it on a high note, with Rome going back down to regional power, while the next Roman war that we'll have in the future, we may become a major power, as well as try to eventually get Etruria into our side, including this little area that we helped them liberate. All that and more. So we hope to see you in the next one, whenever that will be. And until then, so long for now, and victory to Magna Graecia.